Why do people need to do an audit? Often it's just legislation says so. So if you're a collaborative association or you're a P&C, you're a self-managed super fund, trust accounts, all the way up to company audits, as we have a registered company auditor. Legislation generally says, in most cases, that you have to have an audit done each year by a certain date by an auditor.
P&C audits are required by the Department of Education. Generally, we receive most of the information once the school year starts, and our timing for audit all these P&Cs are from January to end of March, during which time the financial statements are audited and the AGM is required to be performed. So any non-compliance with this governing legislation, the P&C accounting manual is discussed with the P&C committee and, if required, raised in the management report at the end of the audit. Some of the trust account audits that we perform are for the accountants, the solicitors, and the real estate agents.
As the main super fund auditor here at Queensland Audit Services, my job is twofold. Firstly, I undertake a financial audit to ensure that the financial statements are not misstated. Secondly, I undertake a compliance audit to ensure that income, expense, members' equity and balance sheet items comply with the relevant SIS Act and SIS regulation requirements. Due to the strict requirements for super fund audits, Joanne provides an audit request form provided to clients outlining what we require for a job.
My first step would be initiating the engagement, make first contact with our clients to schedule in the audit, do the audit planning side of things, get them to sign engagement letters, the forms, so we can send to banks to get end of year information. I then set up the job in our programs and then I allocate to an auditor.
I've been working in audit for approximately 20 years now. I find the most rewarding part of my role are maximising the value of an audit to the client. This is obtained from an in-depth analysis of the client's financial records. We use software which streamlines workflow and is up to date with Australian auditing standards. Most of our audits can also be completed remotely, which minimises disruption to the client.
Queensland Audit Services is part of a wider group under the Carrick Island Accountants Group. That means that we have 3 offices. There's one in Toowoomba, Dalby and also Chinchilla. But as far as audit goes, that distance is not necessarily a problem. We're doing audits for people in Tasmania, South Australia, up North Queensland, anywhere, simply because with technology, files can be electronically transferred on our secure downloading portal. Also, any additional information can be scanned and sent through that. So often distance isn't a problem when it comes to audits.
New clients, I make that contact. I email letting them know our services, our procedures, and then I obtain information we need to do a quote. And then I forward to the audit manager, who then prepares a quote.
Part of the quoting, we would ask for prior year's accounts initially, and that includes the prior year's audit report as well. So part of the process is that when we're appointed the first time, there's an ethical clearance letter to the previous auditor. When we do audit, we focus on a quality audit, value for money and value adding. The quality aspect, we use audit programs that are up to date, are in line with auditing standards. We issue a management report, and that management report makes recommendations to the committee. And whether it's a P&C or if it's a trust account, there's certain rules that they have to follow. Often they don't realise this. So when we do our audit, we're aware of those rules that operate behind or that they have to adhere to. So we make recommendations about things they may or may not be doing well or they can improve on. It's a list of suggestions so that people can do their job better. So when we deliver our audit statement, the client knows that when we say that the accounts are true and fair and that they're not materially stated, that there is a process that follows standards to deliver that actual result.
For more information about our auditing services, you can always visit our website, queenslandauditservices.com.au, where you will find information about all the different audits we do, some reviews from clients as well. But feel free to give us a call also on the 1300 number, and we're always happy to have a chat and help you through the process.